Got a nice signal here. It's difficult to see it on the screen. Hi guys, it's Peter here. It's a new year. I'm bringing you a new video on recognition of some coins on the CTX, okay? And just give everyone a guideline on what different signals sound like for different types of coins, ranging right back from Roman period through the medieval period, and then on to a modern day coinage, okay? So these coins are coins that I found with the CTX. Just remember, this video is not a substitute for getting out there and learning in the field. It's vital you do learn in the field. Bench testing a CTX is not the best way. These machines are designed for being out there, working the beaches and on land. So the programs I'm using today, the programs I always seem to use, and it's just getting used to, you know, I've been using the CTX now for maybe 2.5, 3 years now, is Tadpole 4 and Ghost 4. They're two programs which do go together, okay? You do not separate them. Tadpole 4 is your main hunting program, and Ghost 4 would be then to rule out any bad signals or iron in the ground, okay? So they do go like brother and sister. They're part of one another, and they're really good programs to use. So if you look at the CTX screen here, the reason why it's called Tadpole is at the bottom here you get this thin slither of a tail of a tadpole and a little bump. What I'm going to do is change it to the second mode of that, which you'll see it more prominent, okay? So the tail becomes very thick, and then you get this tadpole, 1/4 of the tadpole there, which is why that is called the Tadpole program. These programs were put together by #1 super guy, and people use them and tweak them to their own needs. And you can change then by using this personalized program here, which flips it over into another program. This is Ghost. It's a very open screen, okay? You can put just one tail down there if you want to, all the way along. And this program is just for ruling out your iron targets. It is not for hunting, okay? Because if you start hunting in that program, you will never get to understand the CTX. Right then, so I'm now in Tadpole 4, okay? And what I'm going to do is run this coin at the base of the CTX 17-inch coil, okay? As you can see there on the screen, it's around the 12 mark. You've got the black target sign, and also you've got the red area in the black target sign, which I call the hot spot, okay? When you're out in the field and you're hunting with the CTX, imagine you're hunting over a hot surface, okay? Like the fire brigade do when they go into buildings. They're looking for people in buildings which might be in earthquake disaster areas. When they get a heat source from a human being or something which is a bit dangerous, then it's very focalized and in one area. If it's not that good, it's shot all over the screen like buckshot, okay? And those signals means there's lots of mineralization and breakup of metals around that area. So that, like I said, was the Constantine coin, and it's registering around a 12, okay? And it's red hot in the black area. So I'm going to flip it into Ghost now, okay? And remember, Ghost is for ruling out any bad signals. If you get that signal in Ghost, that's a very good signal, okay? So that would be a very good signal. I'm going to bring the coin off. As you hear it, okay, can you hear it just glitching in the background there? It's still there. I'm just going to go back into Tadpole, which I'm in. I'm very close to the coil now, okay? And I'm just going to keep coming back. There you are. You hear that signal? That's still a coin, okay? Weak signal, but a coin. And as you get closer to the coil, you'll hear multiple bleeps as it's going across the different sections of the coil. Pulling away, starts to become one signal, okay? So that's the Constantine coin there. So I'm still running in tadpole 4, and now I'm going to run this coin. You hear the difference? So now you can see it's still along the 12 fine zone, okay? But the signal is much further to the left and sounds totally different, okay? That's because this coin is most probably made of two metals, which has got a base metal inside. I'm not brilliant on my Roman coins, so please forgive me. I'm now going to flip into Ghost 4. There you are. And that's still a good signal, pulling away. Okay, that's a signal to still dig, and doing the same again. That's back in tadpole, and just pulling away there. Okay. And believe you me, this coin was really deep in the ground. It was a good pro-pointer and a half deep, okay? And it was a banging signal. You could not miss this. So this is a solid silver denaries, Adrianus. There you are. Listen to the sound there, okay? So the sound has totally changed. And it's more to the right of the screen. So I'm going to pull it away now. There you are. That's a really nice strong signal. I'm going to go now into Ghost. Okay, so I'm now in Ghost. So that's still a good signal. That's a good Roman coin to dig there. I'm going to go back into tadpole. Now, I'm just going to break it up a minute, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce you to a little bit of iron while you're using tadpole and Ghost, okay? So you can start to understand why you use Ghost with the tadpole program as one and the other, okay? So this is a nice bit of rusty iron. So at the moment I'm in tadpole 4. Okay, so hear that? That is not a positive signal, but it's still a signal. Okay, still a signal. And as you can see, down in the corner is where the hotspot is, and you get this little red triangle, which it means that it's not a good metal and something you shouldn't do. So that's in tadpole 4. Now what I'm going to do is flip it into Ghost, and you'll understand now why you have the two programs together. So this is the same bit of iron. You hear that really, really low tone, and on the screen it's right down in the far right corner, and that means it's a bit of iron. Okay, so just remember, that's why we use tadpole and Ghost together, okay? Because in tadpole you get in those little blips, and you know, and the screen's most probably doing a couple of things there. Okay, but everything's down in the bottom right corner. So we're back in tadpole 4 now, okay, and that's the Roman coins done. I've got a Roman brooch here now, okay, which I'm just going to show you. So we're in tadpole 4, and I'm going to run the Roman brooch. Okay. So that's in tadpole, and as you can hear, it's a totally different sound, okay? but just remember there's lots of metals in there that's just not silver, or you know, there's most probably bits of iron in there and bronze and all sorts. Okay, so that was in tadpole. I'm going to go into ghost. There you are, and it's still saying dig it. Okay, all right, so that's the Roman brooch, and you can see it's still coming up on the 1207, around that area. I have been told by my local museum that that is most probably from the Roman period, and it's some sort of weight which they would put in line on some string. Don't ask me why, but that is there. I'm just going to show you what lead sounds like when you run over it. That's in Ghost 4. Okay, so as you can see now, because this is a bigger object, if you look at the cursor, can you see the target ID is spreading, the hot zone is spreading outside the circle? That just means that the shape of the target is bigger, and it's still a diggable target. And this is now in Ghost. Okay, I'm going to do another lead item, a whorl which I found. Okay, I found this with my GT when I used to run a GT, a Sovereign GT. Okay, and that's a nice bit of lead, or lump of lead. I'm just going to do it in tadpole first. There you are, much the same. Going to go into Ghost. Okay, and that's very much the same. A nice little matrix seal, okay, which is medieval, made of lead, and I found this close to Denby Hill Fort. I'm just going to do this in tadpole first. Okay, so we're still on the 12 sort of area, still getting the hot spot where it should be. Going into Ghost. Okay, that's Ghost, and that's that one done. If it was iron, you'd get this. Okay, big difference. Okay, iron. Okay, lead. Roman brooch. Okay, there you are. So I'm going to go back into tadpole. I've never been brilliant at finding hammered coins. It's not because the machine can't find them. And I found this little beauty with the 17-inch coil which I've got on the end there, and this is wafer thin. Okay. Really wafer thin. So we're now in tadpole 4, and that is silver. You can see it's over to the left, but it's still a good signal. Okay, I'm going to go into Ghost. Okay, and that's still a diggable signal. Moving on now, this is a very fine button as well. I don't know what sort of metal this is, okay, but I'm just going to swing it and then you'll have an idea of what the button's going to sound like. That's in tadpole. That's in Ghost. Now I'm going to do another button. This is one which I found the other day. It's got a nice little decorative piece across the edge. Okay, I'm going to go into Ghost now. Right, I'm going to go back into tadpole. I'm going to start to move the coin, the button away. You hear that? That's still a diggable signal there, okay? Another nice old coin. I think this is around the early 1800s. Okay. No, even earlier than that, I'd have thought, just flipping from the 17 into the 1800s there, okay? So we're back into tadpole. We always hunt in tadpole. Ooh. Okay, that's a diggable signal. Okay, that's that one. I'm shooting through them because I've got so many. I just want to try and give you some idea of what all these different targets are going to sound like. That's just a medieval buckle, okay? Which is only a little buckle. It's been casted. So let's do that for you. And this is back in, yeah, you guessed it, tadpole. Okay. Ghost. I'm just doing it like this so you get used to what it's going to sound like and what's good between the two. That's those. I'm going back into tadpole. Nice little threepence. So let's run that one. Tadpole. Sorry, that's ghost. Out of tadpole into ghost. Going back. This is a bit of a love token. Well, it is a full love token, okay, and it's been flattened. It was sort of bent and someone's flattened it out. So we're back in, yeah, you got it, tadpole. Ghost. Great stuff. 1 shilling, a Vicky 1 shilling. Okay. Okay. Into ghost. If it was iron, this is what it would sound like. Yak. Okay. Yeah, there's another little silver. Right. Okay, this is a nice one, nice half a crown. I like the half a crown there. Nice whopping the size of a coin. And as you get closer to the coil, you can hear multiple bleeps coming away. 1. Okay. And then, sorry, done it again. Press wrong button, go back. That's in ghost. Nice Charles I trade weight. You can't afford to leave signals like that behind, okay? But just remember that they are sometimes going to be weak, okay? Oh, here's a nice little one. I was out last year. I went to the Minelab dig, and this is one of the better finds which I found when Neil Jones was yomping on in front of me. He found some good finds on the day, and this was my best find with the CTX, which is a little watch key, or fob watch key, one or the other. So this is what this sounds like. Into ghost. Okay. People call these things ring money. It's not. It's just a little bridle ring off a horse harness of somewhere, you know. So I'm going to run over that. Oh yeah, different tone altogether, but still a nice dig. you are. So I'm just going to I'm going to do some gold now and some silver, okay? So I'm just going to recap on the iron. That's in tadpole. The threshold's nulling out there, okay, which means it's a terrible signal, and that is in ghost. It's rejecting it all the time. Okay, so here's a nice little 9-carat gold man's ring. Okay, so let's see. There you are. So that's a 9-carat gold man's ring. Okay. This is a nice bit of silver chain which I found with the CTX, which has got the English rose on it. Okay, it's not all of it, but some of it. Back into tadpole. Into ghost. So you're getting to understand what I'm talking about now. And this is a nice little 24-carat ladies wedding ring. Okay, so this is now in tadpole. Okay, and now in ghost. Okay. That is the CTX going through a range of coins in ghost and tadpole there, which is a really good program if you get used to using it. One of the other things which you can do, which helps with depth, is your volume gain. If you bring that down, let's see what I can do here. Going down. There you are. Okay. Some people like to run with the volume gain set so as the coin is deeper, the quieter it becomes, okay? So right next to the coil, nice and loud, coming away. It gives you perspective depth, okay? Lets you understand that the coin is at a certain depth. But just remember, if the coin is bigger, then it's going to be deeper, okay? So honestly, I think I've waffled on a bit there now, okay? So I'm going to stop it there. I hope the video has been useful to you. If you've got any comments, likes or dislikes about the program, which I've just run the video, please let me know. But just remember, you know, I do understand this is just a bench test. It is not a substitute for getting out there and working with your machine out in the field, enjoying the day and finding some nice finds. And just remember, it's not all about going out and finding coins. Lots of other things you're going to find. You're going to get frustrated, you're going to pull ring pulls. It's not just about getting out there and all of a sudden bang 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 bang, coin after coin after coin.
This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing